Today we take a look at persistence. Our hero today reminds us, but still try for who knows what is possible. Had you looked at this English baby in 1791, you would not have thought much. He was born into a lower working class family, and education just was not in his future, but he did not wait for a teacher. Young Michael learned early on that the fellow who wrote the book had written it for him to read. He apprenticed himself to a bookbinder, and there he got to handle books, and even meet the authors. He was passionate about his craft, because he saw it as the start of the path to a much better end. It was like finding a key. He knew that it would open a door somewhere, if he only looked for it. Young Michael knew that sometimes opportunity presented itself dressed in overalls and looking like work. While still just a teen, he joined the City Philosophical Society. This allowed him to attend lectures and discuss scientific matters with others who knew more than he did. He innately understood that the best way to get better at anything was to challenge himself by hanging out with others who were better than he was. His big break came when one of the authors stopped by the bindery to check on his latest book. He happened to have an extra ticket to the hottest show in town, a lecture at the Royal Institute by Sir Humphrey Davy. The unknown self-educated Michael Faraday attended the lecture with a notebook in hand. Snubbed by the better-dressed and better-smelling spectators, Faraday took notes, made sketches, and bound them into a magnificent book for his hero. Davy was positively impressed with the book, but not by what he thought was a guttersnipe. Faraday was dismissed and sent back into the street, but his name was in the book as was the name of the bindery, and this would prove to be a clue that Davy would use later. This reminds us to put our name on our work. As is always the case, there is good in everything, if you will just look for it. An explosion injured Davy, and he needed a boy Friday to help him carry on his scientific research. On March 1, in 1831, dispatch was sent to the bindery asking that Michael Faraday return to the Royal Institution, and he was hired on the spot. It is fortunate for us that Faraday did not let what he could not do get in the way of what he could do. He did not let his lack of education get in the way of learning. Faraday did not look for a chair at the bindery and say, "I will wait for them to find me." He believed in himself and his abilities, and he put forth effort. He knew that success finds those who prepare themselves and seek it. Encourage efforts, especially in children.